guys, what's going on? So in the video today, I'm excited because I'm going to be talking about the completion of my leather working projects number 2 and number 3. So this here, what I'm wearing here is my leather project number 2. This is an apron that I decided to build for myself. I made it just kind of improv. I kind of sketched it out onto paper. I had some inspiration. I was looking on Acadia Leather's Instagram page, and they've shown a couple leather aprons on their Instagram feed, I guess, over the years. And so I sort of drew some inspiration from that and said, you know what, if I'm going to be a leather working guy, that would be a great thing to have and to wear. And so I built myself this. The body is made of Olivet bison in amaretto. That would be this stuff right here. It's an incredible leather, lots of pull-up. You know, it's got some imperfections in the hide. As you can see here, it's got a hole here. It's got a lot of loose grain. It's got a lot of scars, a lot of scratches on it. Yeah, overall, I'm very happy with the application of this leather, specifically in the form of a bag that I made for my buddy Dave, Boots of Mannish Leather. I think it's a fantastic hide for a leather apron. I think it's got a really good look about it. It's got a nice tan glow about it, as well as the all the accessories in the apron are made of this stuff here. This is a pull-up leather from Acadia Leather. This is called their Harvest. This is called Autumn Harvest. And as you can see, it's kind of a standard brown leather. It was kind of really rigid, kind of really hard to work with. It was more difficult to cut through this than it was to cut through the Olivet bison. It's definitely more scratch resistant than the Olivet bison, and yeah, definitely more rigid, a little bit more difficult to break in. So my pockets are made of this Harvest leather. The buckles and the straps, I got all the hardware for the buckles and the straps from Buckle Guy. During the design of this, I kind of messed up. I should have had the quick release swivel snaps on the right side. Instead, they're on the left. So that's not that big of a deal. I am right-handed, so it's kind of difficult. And then my cinch straps with the cinch buckle here are on the right side. So we've got triple riveted with smaller rivets. I think these are called size 14 rivets from Buckle Guy. In copper, I think the copper looks really good against the Autumn Harvest leather. These larger rivets, I believe, are size 9s, so it's counterintuitive. The smaller the number, the larger they are. So yeah, I have size 9 copper rivets from the Buckle Guy at the top of each pocket as well. And then I also have quick release for the neck band as well. I have large, I think these are 1 1/4 inch raw brass D-rings. I asked my cobbler Sonny, you know, he's been such a good cobbler to me over the years. I wanted to make him something, and I offered to make him a bag, but actually he wanted a leather apron as well. So I did the reverse for him because I didn't have enough. First off, I didn't have enough Olivet bison remaining, so I made his body out of the Autumn Harvest, which his came out pretty much flawlessly. I'm not bragging or anything, but like, this was a trial run basically for me. So I learned a lot of lessons. So on his, I was able to really execute it very cleanly. It came together beautifully. I was very happy with how his came out. And in fact, I'm happy it went in the order that it did. I'm happy to sort of take a prototype for myself, and you know, despite having some flaws, I know that I could work on it myself and finish it up myself later. I could make modifications over the course of it if it really bothers me, if I incorporate some flaws into an item that I made for myself. Whereas if I'm sending an item off to a friend, I want to make sure, I want to make sure that thing is like as perfect as it can be. His pockets and his straps and everything, his pockets and accessories are all Olivet bison. As you can see on mine, this pocket right here, I've been having fun playing with the natural curvature of the raw edges of leather when it comes. Let's see, for example, like as you can see on this piece of Autumn Harvest, you can see this is how the tannery cut it. And I think that's cool to sort of incorporate that if you can. I've seen a lot of leather products where instead of cutting, you know, perfect edges, they actually take a raw edge like this, an uncut edge from the tannery, and they just leave it as is. So functionally, it doesn't do anything. It's just an aesthetic thing. So you can see that on this pocket here, I left this sort of curvature right here. I think that's really cool. At the base of my apron here, I did that. I let the raw edge I just left it. I could have cut off this and made it straight, but I actually thought the raw edge looked a little bit more cool. Whereas on the other side, it is straight. So, and I actually, after doing Sonny's apron, I realized I like these rounded out corners. So because I have a punch for that, and so I use that on the bottom of Sonny's. So his came out really clean. Like I said, mine, you know, still it has some flaws, but I actually kind of like the flaws. Fully hand stitched. And yeah, the Olivet Bison has just such a cool character, such a cool grain character about it. And it's really patinating nicely so far, especially right here as I bend over. You can see creases forming from where I bend over. I'm really happy with how the aprons turned out. Let's see, I did a double copper rivet here. This neck strap is also adjustable. Yeah, the adjustable straps, I'm coming along with them. You just sort of have to pay attention as you're doing them, making sure that they're all in the right configuration, because if not, obviously, then it'll just be a disaster. And if you've already riveted something, I've found then, you know, it's really difficult to remove rivets and correct that. So when I'm doing anything with a buckle, you know, I take my time. That's one thing that I'm learning with leather work. You take your freaking time, because a mistake will cost you way more time than the time that it took you in planning. So anyways, I just wanted to give a little update on, you know, what I'm doing with leather work. I've got a lot of other stuff going on with it, so I'll just keep this video simple, but please enjoy this clip of Sonny unboxing his leather apron. All right, hey guys, what is going on? Today I'm very excited because I actually made Cobbler Sonny his very own leather apron. I was gonna make him a bag, but then he said that he would prefer the apron, so I said, well, give me a couple days and let's see what I could whip up. And you know, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's all sealed up for you here, so all right, let's go. Without further ado, let's see what you think.
Oh my gosh. That's beautiful.
Man, thank you.
Should we put it on?
Yeah, throw it on. So yeah, you got the speed snaps on the right side, which I messed up on mine. I put mine on the left side, so that was no good. But then yeah, so I made the neck so that you can adjust it as well, as tight or as loose as you want. So there you go. Nice. I put some patina on mine while making his. So for his, I did the opposite. So for mine, I have Olivet Bison in amaretto in the body, and then I have this Harvest leather from Tasman Tannery. It's very similar to Brown Chrome XL, very waxy. Actually, it's a very stubborn leather. So for his, he has Harvest for the body, and then Olivet Bison on the pockets. His is actually going to be a lot more rigid but sturdier to break in. I'm happy with it, the way that it came together. His was a little bit quicker and came together a little bit better than mine. Mine has a couple flaws, but overall, I think, wow.
Man.
That
is beautiful.
You look good. You're looking good, man. Dang. Good deal. It fits you perfect.
Yeah, now I got a proper apron. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's got to last 100 years.
Yes, it will. Yeah, 100,000 years. Let's hope.
I'll pass it down.
Yes, exactly. I hope you just wear it and enjoy it and get a lot of use out of it.
It smells really good.
Yeah, it smells good too, right? Yeah. I love the smell of that Harvest leather here. That's got it smells like Horween's Chrome XL. So, which is what your shoes are made out of. So it's basically the same thing, I would say. I did the double copper rivets.
Oh, that's nice.
I riveted your pockets at the top as well to reinforce those. Yours is cut perfect, like clean. So, but yeah, that's a one of a kind. Not one other one exists on planet Earth like that. So.
Did you sign your work here?
What's that?
You got to sign your work. Take a
not
sign.
bad idea.
I'll take
All right.
an autograph.
There we go. John Hancock on that. I figure you've been such a good cobbler for me over the years that I wanted to pay you back with something that you can enjoy and hopefully get some use out of. And
yeah, this is really cool.
Cool. I'm
Thank
glad
you,
you like
thank
it, man.
you,
Hey,
thank
anytime. My pleasure,
Thank you.
my friend. Please let me know what you think. How did the aprons turn out? Is this something that you think more people could use? I think it's kind of cool. I think it, again, as a leather worker, I think it's kind of neat. To me, this is sort of, I kind of see this as my leather working uniform. You know, as time goes on, will I make myself another one? Possibly, but for now, I'm happy with how this one turned out. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. How did these aprons turn out? Give me your thoughts. Is there anything you'd do differently? Anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video.